Hello, this is Elizabeth, and today I'd like to share some tips with you for working with Penny Black's T for Transparent stamp sets. Today I'll be demonstrating with the Wishes set, and the transparent stamps come on a piece of plastic film, and to start you simply peel the image from the film. You'll want to choose an acrylic block that's slightly larger than the design. You want to make sure that you have enough extension beyond the image so that when you apply pressure to the image while stamping, you get the fine detail of the outer edges. Sometimes smaller blocks will not extend far enough and you lose the detail and get furry impressions. Once you've chosen your block, you'll want to ink your stamp, and pigment inks work very well for the transparents. Versacolor and Versafine are two examples. Today I'm using the Habanero Versafine, and when I apply the ink, you can see I'm twisting and turning the ink pad to make sure I get a nice coverage over the entire image. This allows all those fine details to be covered and nicely coated. This ink is also great because when it's heat set, it's water resistant and can be used for watercoloring, and also it can be heat embossed with clear powder if you'd like to do coloring with Copic markers. I'm going to invert the stamp, and I have a piece of Penny Black's white mix and match cardstock. And before I apply the pressure, I'm going to position my fingers so that I have two in the center, with the remaining fingers holding the outside edges. This will allow me, after centering the stamp image, to apply pressure to the center as well as to the outer edges. This is important with stamp images such as this one that have a lot of flat colored surface area. And then simply lift and release the image. And you can see how nicely and detailed that's stamped. Now we're going to work with the sentiment from the set, and I'm going to pick the phrase "just a note." So I'm going to remove the previous image, and these images can be cleaned with stamp cleaner or with plain water and a mild soap. You can see I've positioned this lower on the block. The reason for this is sometimes with these very fine, thin sentiments, they tend to rock on the block. And I'll show you here if I put this in the middle, and I'll just turn this over, and can you see the block wants to rock up and down. There's not very much transparent stamp there to equalize over this whole area. So what I'll do is move the image down, and we'll take our next little piece of cardstock here. This time I'm going to use the Onyx Black Versafine, ink my sentiment, and you can see I'm patting it a couple times to make sure I get all the letters covered. And then I'm going to pick another image from the clear set and position that right above the sentiment. This is going to remain clean and uninked, but that's going to provide a balance and equalize the pressure when I'm making the impression of the sentiment. So simply invert the block, position the sentiment, and I'm going to have that in the center here. Apply your pressure and release. And you can see by eliminating that rocking motion what a nice crisp impression you receive. So once again, you can just clean your stamps with cleaner or under the faucet with some mild soap and water, and you're ready for your next project. Thank you for viewing.